Welcome to Minecraft Man Caves. This is BevansLaw, and today we're going to be reviewing A World by Magic Monkey 985. And I'm starting off with a view of a nice little picture of paradise that he created. There was a waterfall and plateau, and I like it. So here I'm sort of waiting for him, and I will give you fair warning. There might be a glitch or two in this world, and normally, you know, I'm old school when it comes to that, and I like to just, you know, take the resources as they come, but this is a lot of gold I'm seeing here on these tracks, so it might be possible that some of it just appeared from thin air. I don't know. You'll have to ask him. Cool waterfall on the left. I love waterfalls. In fact, here's a couple lava falls. You can't get any cooler than a lava fall. I just don't recommend swimming in it. Even with a diamond suit, you're going to have problems. I don't know why, but if you do jump in, I just recommend that you jump right out and hit some water really quickly. So there's an upside down tree. I asked Magic Monkey why the upside down tree, and he said, well, because I can. And that was a good enough reason for me, I guess. I call this building the fire station. It's not complete yet. It's just a big brick building, but don't you think that'd make a cool, you know, old school fire station? I do. Anyway, there's a portal to the Nether. Everyone's got to have one of those, so you can go in and get your fun stuff. And here's the kennel. I like the kennel. Let's see. Who let the dogs out? Oh, come on. You guys can do better than that. Ready? Try again. Who let the dogs out? No. There you go. Okay. Tree farm. Standard birch trees. I think most of my friends are in agreement that they're just the easiest tree to farm because they have less leaves and they're straight. So they also look pretty if you're into that kind of thing. There's a good view of his sugarcane farm down there. We'll see that a little bit later, but here he's going to show us just his little sticky piston. Basically, he's created this room. I think it's going to be a bank vault or something, but at the moment it's really unfinished. But there's your mechanism. Wall comes apart because of the sticky pistons, and at some point he'll finish it, and maybe when we come back and look at more progress on this world, he'll let us know. But we're in the bakery, and for a fat guy like me, that's where I need to be, because I am feeling a little hungry. But there's nothing in the oven. Luckily there's some cakes on the counter, but I kind of wanted a pork chop. Oh well. This next part is something that I actually specifically asked him to show me because I'm relatively new to the game, and this is probably something you've seen before. It's a monster spawner, and it's basically created in the air. He's got it so, of course, monsters spawn in the darkness, and he's going to light it up here for us in a second. But pretty clever. Like I said, you've probably seen different varieties of this, or maybe something exactly like this. I don't know, but it's completely enclosed except for that hole right there, and basically he has the water running as far as it will go, which I believe is, what, 7 or 8 blocks? I'm not 100% sure, but there I did have the chance to adjust my pixels so I could see a little bit better, brighten it up a little bit, which is important, and there you get an even greater, clearer view of what's going on. I actually recreated one of these in one of my worlds on a smaller scale, and it works. Basically, the monsters get in the water, then they get dragged down to the center, they drop, and they die, and you can collect their stuff at the bottom, you know, feathers or arrows or whatever. So there's he's giving an example of what happens. Whoop. The dirt drops. I think it's cool. It takes some skill to build, I'll tell you that, though. When I was building mine, I fell off more times than I care to admit. Maybe I need to get better scaffolding next time. I don't know. I love Legos, though. I like Minecraft. It's fun. I do recommend when you have big, long ladders that you create some type of barrier at the top there. It's just so much easier to not fall. Now, I asked Magic Monkey, I said, why do you have all these very skinny, narrow paths? And he laughed at me, and he said, honestly, it's because I like to watch people fall off, so if you're in Magic Monkey's world and you fall off, know that he's laughing at you. There's a nice birch room there. And there's the corner that apparently he gets lots of people to fall off on. But this next part is kind of cool and clever. It's designed so that you can have a bunch of friends come, and it's what it is. This is a kind of a battle arena, and each side is identical. So if you go to the other side, it looks the same as this. There's, a wall in the middle, kind of parapets, and on top of each one are some TNT. And you're like, whoa, that's kind of cool. And if you haven't seen some mechanism like this before, we're going to look at it here in a second. But basically, it's a cannon that launches at the other fort. And the idea is you can fight, and you just don't save. You exit without saving, so that you don't have to rebuild anything. The world just sort of naturally rebuilds itself. But we will get a demonstration here in a second, right now I believe, of the cannons and what they do. There's your mechanism with your repeaters. Press the button, and here we go. Press button. There, press button. Oop, it's steaming. Boom. Ouch. Did you see that building disappear? Yeah. Over on it was kind of middle left. Watch this center. Boom. Oh, there goes the wall. You see it disappear? Yeah. That's because it's launching. So you can do that, and both teams have 3 of these, so they can launch back and forth, and there's swords and other weapons around, so you can fire it. And there's some of the damage that can be done, so don't stand around when that hits the ground, because you will fall. Like that. Actually be jumped off, because we're going to show you something really cool. I didn't know what to expect here. I saw this little swimming pool, and at the bottom there, if you can see, there's a mechanism with TNT. So Magic Monkey said, BevansLaw, stand right here and look up. So that's what I did. And I'm looking, and I'm going, okay, it's getting boring. What are you doing? What's going on? Why am I looking up in the air? Would you hurry up? Boom! And there he goes. Now that was actually kind of cool. I got to try that someday. He didn't have another charge, so we didn't do it, but that looked fun. Basically a cannon that launches you in the air. Sweet Tooth, sugarcane field. Everyone's got to have some of that, so I took a piece to chew on. There's your flour, or your wheat, I guess, which become flour. And I like how he's just made different buildings out of different materials. I'm a big fan of that. I like good aesthetics. So here's our boathouse, and I always do this with boats. I don't know why, but I put it in the water and it runs away. It's like, why even get a boat? And that is one big cactus, and it's pretty stiff, and it's pretty and it's deflated. But that was a big, yeah, it looked like you know what it looked like. Here's a castle, and I like the colors because blue and white is cool, but I just love the way he's used the different wool and whatnot to kind of decorate. And, I'm sure you'll say, well, I've seen this guy, he's a better decorator. Hey, it's cool. Everyone has their, different ideas. But we're going to go into Magic Monkey's house now. This is actually his tree house. And I heard a bark, and I was a little scared, and sure enough, give a freaking dog a bone. I almost bit my hand off. Oh, that wasn't his house. That was his friend's house. Here's the library. We'll get to his house here in a second. He just has a series of tree houses. Ah, this one's his house. There you go. The one with all the rock pictures on the wall and the ovens, and I don't know, he does some midnight snacking, I guess, in his house. But here we come to a little room where there's another bakery, and I don't know what he's cooking here, but there are a lot of boxes, and I guess this is his, replica of some mass storage. Who knows? This is one of my favorite things is just glass. My first world that I ever went into, I made a glass tree house, and someday when I'm confident enough, I'll show it to you guys. I'm not sure my skills as a creator are quite where I want them to be yet, but I have a couple different things I'll show you guys eventually that actually I created. One of them being an amusement park, so that'll be kind of cool. I'm still making a few rides on that one. But I love the color scheme here, the yellow and black, and a friend of his actually made this house, if I am right. If not, just correct me, and it's okay. But isn't that cool? Kind of a checkerboard, black and yellow. I like this color scheme. And here, I'm told, is the best view of the entire world. And his friend has it because it's on his friend's house, and he's a little miffed that his friend has a better view than he does. So if you're letting friends into your world, just be, cautious of where you let them build. There's a nice cool stacked tree. We'll go by it. And here are these narrow stinking paths again. By the way, we went up a cake mountain. I don't know if you noticed that. We climbed Cake Mountain back there. And he was complaining that somebody took a bite out of his mountain. And there was a cake missing. So we're on top of the world. This part is the coolest. I'm sure many of you have archery ranges, but this is a little game that he's got us playing. We each go in, grab a bow, grab some arrows. Now I had the red, he had the white, and basically first one to hit all of their targets wins. So I'm shooting. You'll notice there's a different kind of style here. I like to I'm precision shooting. I do the same thing with creepers. I just kind of do one arrow, try to find it. And Magic Monkey's a little more impatient. He does the machine gun effect. You'll notice all the arrows that are flying from him. And my one, boom, and it hits. I had to get on the wall to get this next shot. And I believe I won, even with all of his spraying. But we'll see in a second. We're going to go check the targets. I like his spray. Oh, and he hits me. What a jerk. He's a nice guy. Okay, one there. One there, one there, one there. I hit that one. I hit that one. Hey! Look at the left there. He missed it. But he did hit the long one. I win. Did you see that? Yeah. I won. See? Hit it again. He said I cheated. I don't think it's cheating. He never got one in that little white one right there. So forget him. Anyway, Magic Monkey's World is pretty cool. I like it. Even though, obviously, some of the materials were created from thin air. So if you don't mind that kind of stuff, then it's a great world. And I have one world where, there was some diamond glitching, of course, but most of my other worlds are all, I'm a purist on them. And actually, I do my building on hard. My friends hate it. They'll come and help me out, and they'll be like, why don't you turn it on to peaceful? No. If you're not dodging creepers, you're not having fun. And there's the Machine Gun Kelly shooting arrows on his rooftop. Just wanted to show you that I could do the machine gun too. So this is Magic Monkey 985's World. Thanks again for letting me review your map. And this is part 1 of part 2. And I will be hitting part 2 where he's created some cool big statues that we'll look at later. This is BevansLaw, and I'm signing out.